Okay. Um, my name is Stephen DiMartini. My project was in-home voice assistance, and my title is called an unexpected in-home voice assistance and an unexpected witness. This is for CS 4020 Computing and Social Responsibilities, and the instructor is Lynn Grew. This is project 2. Basically, my project focuses on in-home voice assistants like Google Chrome and Google Home, always monitoring and listening its customers. So, what is an in-home voice assistant? First off, a voice assistant is a device that recognizes someone's voice and performs tasks similar to like Siri on the iPhone, but an in-home voice assistant is a device like Google Home and Alexa. They are always in your house and they are always listening for a keyword before they perform a task, but they don't only listen when you after you say the keyword. Um, they're always listening, they're always recording no matter what. This project talks about the controversy and ethics behind in-home voice assistants always listening. This project discusses what people think about in-home voice assistants and how they work, and this project does identify the stakeholders in the situation between Amazon always listening and the potential people that they're listening to, the customers. This is the background tab. Big companies like Amazon and Google have huge amounts of servers that collect tons of data on their customers. These companies are also known to keep big profiles on its users based on input information. Now that people have in-home assistants in their living spaces, and the in-home assistants act as another input field for these companies. Typically, for these devices to start listening and take arguments as a request, the user must say a specific activation word to get the device to get what the argument is to be passed for the request. And then the next big part is that CNN reported that Amazon Alexa is being requested to be used as evidence in a murder case. A man was accused of killing another man while an Amazon Alexa was in the room. The Amazon Alexa was owned by the man who's being accused of the murder. They said that the Alexa had Amazon had recordings on the with the Alexa about whether the murder case happened or not, and Amazon did not want to turn them over unless they had a court order to do so. But the guy who's being accused said that it was okay for Amazon to turn over the recordings because they had it. So ultimately, Amazon did turn over the recordings. But the part that my project focuses on is, why does Amazon have recordings of a murder case on their server, and they're like not doing something with it, or should they hold it, or should they? What's the right thing to do? So there's three main issues that come with it. What are these devices listening to? What are they storing? And who has access to this data? Who at Amazon or Google has access to the data? So for my activity, I did a survey at our school. I asked 4 questions to 33 students. My first question was, would you or do you own a Google Home? Do you think these devices are always listening and recording to what you have to say? What do you know what is being stored? And my last one is, do you think it's ethical for these companies to always be recording with these devices? 22 people said that they would or do own a Google Home or Amazon Alexa. 18 people said that they think the device is always listening. 22 people said that they don't know who has access to their data, and 23 people said that they think it's unethical for these devices to always be listening. My opinion is, I personally don't own these. I think that I don't own any of these devices. It's not worth it for me to put an ear straight to Google or straight to Amazon in my house just so that I can easily know the weather in the morning. I think that Google and Amazon taking advantage of the people that don't understand that these devices are always listening is unethical, and they should be more transparent about that they are recording all the time. And then in the case with Amazon and Alexa recording the murder case, I think that it is ethical that they released them with the guy's consent. But in the case that if he didn't consent and there was evidence of him potentially committing the murder that Amazon had that they weren't turning over, I'm not sure about that, and I think that is the gray area, and that's hard to determine whether it's ethical or not. This is the summary tab. In-home voice assistants, like Google Home and Alexa, always are collecting data, no matter what they have. And again, they can have anything from just what people are ordering, or like actual helpful information, all the way down the line to evidence in a murder case. And so there's too much. It's too broad. There's too much stuff that's being recorded, and it's just a lot. It's so much that it's hard to break it down on a case-by-case basis, just because they have so much data on so much stuff. So for references, this is the references tab. The last one is the one for the court case, and then for appendix, this is my questions that I asked. That's my project.